It's Nicole Moore here with another Flirty Friday video. If you're new to my channel, you can subscribe below. Every Friday I put out an amazing video with love and relationship tips to help you create epic love. Today I'm going to help answer a question that many women ask me. They say, Nicole, how can I tell if he's good for me or not? And many ask, how can I tell if he's the one? Well, I'm not going to share how you can tell if he's the one in this video, but I will give you my top 3 questions to evaluate a man that you're either dating or in a relationship with to see if he's a good match for you or not. Okay, so the first question is if you're dating someone new, right? And you're like, I don't know, is he showing up great? Is he not showing up great? A really simple question to ask yourself, and this will help you get really, really real with yourself, because some ladies, what we do is we're dating a guy and he's not really showing up that great, but then we kind of don't want to let him off the hook, or we want to keep going because we're afraid that we're not going to get anything else. So the simple question you can ask yourself is, if a girlfriend were describing this guy to me and exactly how he's showing up with me, if she were saying, oh my God, I met this guy, this is how he's showing up, would you be jealous? Or would you think, why is she dating him? So if you separate it out from someone else and you look at if a girlfriend was telling you about this guy and she's saying the exact things, exactly how he's showing up. So it could be, oh my God, I met this guy and he texted me 2 weeks ago. He hasn't called since. And then he texted me today and I want to go out with him. Would you think, oh my God, I'm so jealous. I wish I had a guy like that. Or would you think, she needs someone better, okay? Or it could be great. He could be showing up amazing. If a friend came to you and she said, I met this guy and he's so amazing and we went out on a date and he called me the next day and he said, I want to see you again, and he's been showing up consistently ever since, and he bought me flowers, he meets so many of my criteria, he's really interested in a family, would you be jealous? Okay, so that's a really great way for you to be real with yourself of if this guy is actually showing up great or not. Take it to if a friend told you the same exact situation, would you be jealous or not? For some of you, your answer after asking yourself that question is going to be no. For some of you, congrats, you're dating a great guy. Second question you want to ask yourself, if you're just trying to get clear, maybe you've been dating a guy for a while, maybe you're in a relationship with the guy, and you want to know, is he close to, the one I'm supposed to be with or not? Most people will tell you, make a list of all the qualities you want in a guy and then pick your non-negotiables. But here's the deal. Most people don't actually know how to make a list that works. And the reason why is because where are your qualities coming from? So you could have 30 qualities that you want in a man. But it's my belief that if some of those qualities are coming from a space of, let's say, fear, then it doesn't even matter if you manifest a guy with all of those qualities, because it's not going to really be what your heart wants. So here's what I recommend to my clients for figuring out if a guy's meeting your true qualities or not. Go ahead and write your list, okay? You still get to write the list. Every single thing you think you want and need in a guy, all of the qualities, okay? So, I don't know, some women will say, I want a guy who's tall because I want to feel protected and safe. Or someone will say, I want a guy who makes a lot of money because of XYZ reason. So, write down all your qualities, okay? Then you're going to go through them one by one. And you're going to ask yourself, why do I want this quality? Is it coming from my heart, or is it coming from fear? So you could tell if it's coming from fear, because a quality that's coming from fear is, if I don't have this quality, I'm not going to be okay based on something that happened to me in the past. Really easy example would be, let's say you were cheated on in the past, and now you're like, oh my God, I have to have a guy who's faithful because I'm so afraid I'm going to get cheated on. That's very different than, I checked in with myself, and for me, to really be able to go deep in a relationship, I know I require a committed container. And I know that once I'm in a committed container, I can really give my full heart. Can you see that one person could be saying, I want a committed guy, but the energy is totally different? And if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know I'm all about energy. So every single quality you want to ask yourself, is this coming from fear? Is this coming from love? The ones that are coming from fear, cross out. If it's coming from fear, if it's based on something bad happened to me in the past, so I think I need this quality in this guy to be okay. Or it can also be coming from fear if it's, I think I need this to look good for my image, okay? So if I have a guy who does this, then I'm gonna look good. Or my mom told me that I should be with a wealthy guy because, she and my dad didn't have money and it messed the relationship up. That would be coming from fear. So only keep the qualities that are coming from love. Then you have your probably way shorter list of what you actually need in a relationship to be happy in your heart. Then compare the guy to that list. Does he match up to that list or not? Some of you will find, yeah, you actually do have a great guy. He's matching your heart list. It's just you were getting confused with your ego and your fear. And some people might find, the guy isn't so much of a match. So, third question to ask yourself. This is for a specific complaint that you have about a guy. So you're dating a guy, you like a lot of things about him, but there's a couple of things or one thing that you're like, I don't know about this one quality, okay? So I'll use the example of, let's say there's a guy who works a lot and your complaint is, he doesn't have time for me, he's not giving me enough time, he's not making me a priority. How do you tell if that's a real complaint or not, something you should, break up with someone for or not? So the question you want to ask yourself is, first of all, you want to check in with, does my complaint about this person resonate with anything in my past? For example, maybe your father worked a lot and you felt left and abandoned. So if that complaint is resonant with something in the past, then you would want to ask yourself, if I was truly healed of this thing, so let's say the example is your father worked a lot or he was with you at home a lot and then he went to work and you as a kid felt abandoned. If you were truly healed of that and then you're dating this guy who works a lot and isn't there for you, would it be a problem or would you feel okay? If you were truly healed, and then the second thing is, if I was truly healed of this and I truly loved myself, would I still have a problem with this behavior from this man? If your answer is yes, and if you were truly healed, if you truly loved yourself, that person still did that and it wouldn't be okay, then you would have a conversation with this person. Then you would know that's something that you want to look at. Can he change his behavior or not for me to continue dating him? If your answer is, no, then it's something in you. So for example, you're probably going to keep getting guys who you feel like don't make enough time for you until you heal that thing with, coming from your dad. So you want to heal that first, and then you can have clarity as to whether or not this guy in front of you is the right match. So these are 3 questions for very different scenarios to tell whether or not you should continue dating a guy. I hope they were helpful for you. If you have a Flirty Friday question that you want me to answer, you can go click below. There's a form you can submit a question. If we pick your question, we will do a Flirty Friday video and we will let you know. Thanks for watching this, and I hope you have a Flirty Friday.